Oh, Big Mek needed that nap after Orktober. I better crack open a red squig and get ready for Nobvember. That's right, everybody. Welcome back to The Red Ones Go Faster. I am indeed old Big Mek. I have had my red squig and I am ready to go. Orktober was a ton of fun, and I've got kind of the final details and numbers here to share with you all, as well as some news on the week from Games Workshop, and kind of some overview of what's to come here at the channel. So let's get into it. First of all, the biggest news and most obvious one on this channel anyway, if you've been watching, is Orktober was a success. I did indeed put out 31 individual videos, and every single one of them released on midnight the day of, so that people had the full 24 hours to enjoy the new video, and it was a rousing success. We gained 218 new subscribers to the channel. So to the 200 of you that are new here now, that weren't here before, thank you for joining. However, we also gained almost 10,000 new views. So if you've viewed these videos and you like them and you haven't considered subscribing yet, I encourage you to do so, because this channel is all about Warhammer, especially Warhammer 40,000, but you will see some Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, and some other things in there, and we are very, very family focused. I got 4 grots myself, and all of them build and paint and play various Games Workshop games, and we're all about doing that together here as a family and saving teeth while we do it, because it's an expensive hobby, and when you got to feed 5 of us hobbyists, it gets a little much. So anyways, thank you all for watching, participating, liking. Obviously the feedback was great. Over Orktober, during those videos, we did a number of new things, one of which you noticed right here in this video. We got the Goth Rockers themselves, the real legit metal band, to like literally invent our opening sequence song and riff, and record it professionally at a studio and put it into the channel. Now, I know the graphics need some work. I'm no graphics designer. I don't know any graphics designers, so I'm still playing around with that one. I know it's a little bit long, so I'm looking to trim a little bit of it up and clean it up, make it look cool. So that'll be coming. So definitely got more of a professional look there. We also started our Patreon, and you know, we're up to, how many we got now? 30 total members in the Patreon now, and 4 of you are on the paying tier, which I greatly appreciate. So that's been a lot of fun. The people that are on Patreon got to know about the Goth Rockers first. They also got first crack at our Red Squig merchandise, including die-cut stickers, t-shirts, and hoodies, and kid sizes, because that's important. There's not a whole lot of kid gear for Warhammer out there. So yeah, if you're interested in learning about that stuff first, you should definitely head over to Patreon and consider signing up. We will start rolling out some, there's also been an exclusive video on Patreon that was not included in my 31 videos. So if you want to see that how-to paint video, that is on the Patreon. Again, available at the free level. We're not going to paywall any videos, but the paying members will have some exclusive things coming for them this month. Obviously, that brought us into one of the other things we did, which was our very own merch for the first time. Now, I don't have any of it yet. I have ordered my samples and my own personal Red Squig shirts, but this is a design I came up with on my own. It was actually during painting my Boomdaka Snaz wagon. I painted the little cans that were crushed down in the footwell and said, paint this one red for Red Squig energy, and like bing, light bulb went off. That'd be really funny. And I am a 2D artist, so I was able to create the squigs and the font and all that. And yeah, the shirts are actually really, really cool. Mine is on the way. I am desperately watching the tracking, as soon as it gets here, you will see it both on Patreon first and then here on the channel. I'll be wearing the shirt and showing off the sticker so that you could see what exactly you're purchasing. If you are interested in that, you can click links down in the description below to go to our Teespring and check those things out. So yeah, that was Orktober for us. We did it. I said I was going to do 31 videos, and I did 31 videos, and you guys all came along for the ride with me, and I greatly appreciate it. I can tell you that there were definitely some videos that did better than others. The number one video was the Tiny Terrible Tanks. So those are the $10 Amazon tanks that you can turn. You get 4 of them for $10, which is a squad of Grot tanks, and they match the size like literally perfectly. Again, link in the description below. You guys bought so many of them, you actually sold out on Amazon. Amazon had to completely remove the listing. Then a different company started selling them for $13. Those got sold out. I think there's some back now. If they are, I'll have links in the description. If they don't go to the tanks, know that you sold out Amazon again, which is hilarious. Temu does sell them as well, but it takes, 2-3 months to get, and you don't always get what you order, and the whole controversy with just who that is anyway. It can also tell you that there is a very similar tank setup that is 24 of them for like $15 or something like that people have been buying. They are smaller. They are significantly smaller. The length is kind of okay, but the width is a lot smaller and the height is a lot smaller. And when you put them side by side, they don't look like a Grot tank at all. I would highly recommend, don't waste your money on that. Just go ahead and get the $10 for 4 ones because those are exactly right. And I mean, that's already saving enough teeth. So anyways, that was our most popular project. But we did have a lot of really popular videos. You guys really liked the Kid Hammer, which I know I need to do kind of some more in depth on because there is kind of so much to it, the different ways you can play. So I plan on rounding up my grots and we'll do a full playthrough of each of the different styles that I talked about coming up hopefully this month. You guys also liked the conversion stuff. So when I made the regular mechs from scrap parts and stuff like that, you guys really liked that. And then we took our old used Gorkanaut slash Morkanaut and turned them into both and made a Gorky Morkanaut. You guys really liked that one. And the battle report. The battle report was really popular. So expect to see more of those. The ones that didn't do so well were the painting tutorials. I don't know if it's just I'm not a huge display painter, or just if the market is super saturated with people that already do those things, or what. But yeah, the painting videos kind of hit like a dud, and that's okay. I know that my filming could definitely use some work on that. I don't have multiple cameras to do multiple views or anything like that. So, but yeah, all in all, Orktober was a huge success, and I thank each and every one of you for coming along for the ride. So now, moving into the news for the week from Games Workshop and Warhammer. The biggest thing was the new website, and honestly, this was awful. So this was the Warhammer community article about the new Warhammer.com website, and well, frankly, they talked a lot of great stuff about it, and showed you some good screenshots and stuff, and then at the very bottom, you went there. You can see, however, immediately the next day, there was an update and FAQs needed because it was so terrible, and I have to admit, it is truly, truly terrible. The first couple of times I clicked on everything, I kept getting server errors, 404 not founds, 500 internal errors, things like that. All the gift vouchers are missing. Order history is screwed up. I know I have an order that is half complete, so they had sent one half already. The other half was made to order. It hasn't been sent out yet. It's not in my order history. So I'm waiting to hear back from them on whether or not that is still exists, if I'm going to get those things I've paid for that haven't been shipped out yet, that were on the made to order, or what. It's really disconcerting. Yeah, it's been really, really bad. And it's not just like the FAQs and things like that. What was I just saying? Full of internal server errors. Anyway, you finally get it to work. You get to the website. They got this fun animation, but then this doesn't make any sense. And Carrie out did a great video about this on how these links don't work and don't bring you anywhere. You click on this, it doesn't bring you to Fulgrim. You click on this, and it doesn't even show you all the new Cities of Sigmar stuff. You have to come down here in order to see it. It's really bad. One thing that was a big part of this, you could see how this is vertically aligned. The old web store, I will give them, the old web store did not work on mobile. It really, really didn't. And this one is designed to work on mobile. The problem being is that they took out all the functionality for desktop. So like here, we go to the store. All right, you know, we're a mostly orc channel, so let's go look up some orcs. And I mean, we get orc flesh, we get Rumiel and Orofin, we get Fuegan Orange, we get Blood Orc, Blood Bowl teams, Middle Earth orcs with a C. Like, none of these are orcs. Where's the orcs? So you type in orc, and you don't get any orc stuff. And like, that is their term, their copyrighted thing, right? How about orcs? We put an S on. What do we get? Okay, now we get a boost to Blasta, the Burna Boys. So you have to put orcs with an S in order to get any of the orc kits, which is just bananas. It's absolutely bananas. These are the Gratings. So yeah, $132 for Forge World ones, or $10 for mine. You know, take your pick. Again, link down in the description below. But yeah, you come pulling through here. They finally have everything. They've got some that are online only, like the Stampa. I don't know why the Stampa is online only. Or the Weird Boy's resin. I know what he is. But then yeah, look, you come down and you get more of these weird things again that don't have anything to do with the orcs. And then you get the old honking books, which why are they still selling Arcs of Omen books? It's encouraging that they put these in orcs because, you know, that us orc players are going to buy those to kit bash, but those are not orc kits. What is all this Necromunda stuff doing in here? Like, very, very interesting. And you gotta love when you put in the next search term and it just gives you blanks. This site is so broken. So yeah, somebody down in IT is gonna be running around like crazy trying to get that thing fixed. I can tell you from a professional background, you know, my regular work, that kind of thing, I've seen lots of rollouts of different websites and functionalities and user interface systems in the last few years, and every one of them has been an unmitigated disaster. And I don't know if this is just some software thing right now worldwide or what, but it seems like absolutely everything has just been an epic fail. This really should have been tested better, especially the keywords things. You should be able to type in ORK and get everything with ORK in its name. Like, that's just bonkers. And it's not just orcs. Again, Kyriot did a really excellent video, you know, going over like Terminators, and it showed one Terminator thing, even though the landing page had like Chaplain and Terminator armor. Like, how can you not get that when you type in Terminator? And it doesn't help when you're like clicking their links to scroll through either, because it doesn't have the things in the right categories that they're supposed to be either. So that is really concerning. The part that is doubly concerning to me is this is prime time gift buying season, right? We're into Nobvember. Black Friday's coming. Everyone's doing holiday shopping. And the biggest functionality loss for me as a parent, again, with 4 grots that all do Warhammer stuff, is they all had gift lists and wish lists on the site, right? So they would go through the site and they'd go, oh, this is what I really want. And they would add it to their list. And then when holiday time came around, they were able to send that list to friends and family, and they were able to get the gifts that they want that were actually for their army, right? And that is huge for younger people, right? Like, when you're not spending your own money on this stuff and like you need grandma to get you the right thing, there is a huge difference between a Space Marine Land Raider and a Drukhari Flying Raider, right? Like, that makes a difference. So being able to have that gift list and go, this is the exact thing I want, where they could just one click the button and buy it and have that be gone and make that change during this season is absolutely just bananas to me. So I highly suspect we'll see in the financials next year, Games Workshop is going to be talking about some pretty gnarly losses from this decision. There was one cool piece for orcs on the Warhammer community this week, and that's Brutal Cunnin is coming back with a special edition hardcover, which is pretty cool. I have the first edition hardcover around here somewhere. Love that book, one of my most favorite orc books ever. And yeah, Mike Brooks does an excellent job with those. So if you've missed out or you want the special edition, you should definitely check that out. The cover design looks cool as hell too. I won't lie. That is something else. I like that a lot. All right, and finally for this video, I said I was going to talk about where the channel is going in the future, what to expect over Nobvember and the coming weeks and months. Well, again, Orktober was a blast. I totally plan on doing it again next Orktober and dedicating 31 days to as much Ork content as possible. And, you know, again, just 31 days of videos. That is wholly unrealistic to continue doing. I don't even want to show you the state of the studio right now. It is awful. In fact, that's probably going to be our next video, is how to recover a studio from 31 days of filming so I can get back to actually building and painting and playing. So it's very resource intensive there. However, I am going to do a more regular schedule. Before Orktober, I was kind of mishmash all over the place. You'd end up with weeks that only had one video and weeks that had 4 videos. I'm going to pare it down. So now every week, Friday morning, you're going to get a summary video like this, talking about the things from the week, both for the channel and myself, and Games Workshop as a whole. So we'll kind of run all those into one. We'll have our Friday update. You will also get at least one other video every week doing some sort of a hobby project, whether it's a conversion or a paint job or, you know, what to buy, things like that, or, you know, build on your army. You know, that's where we'll be going. I will also be doing extra videos on top of those 2 a week as things come out. So the new battle forces were announced. I obviously did a video on the Beast Naga one, which I think is an excellent buy. I can't wait to buy it. When they announce the prices, I will do a video on all 6 of them individually, because not only are they good videos to do as far as whether or not you should buy them, but I really get down into the weeds and talk about what other kits they work well with. In fact, some of my most popular videos of all time were the Christmas boxes 2 years ago, where I talked about whether or not you should buy the box, how it integrated with the combat patrol, and how it integrated with the army as a whole. So I will definitely be doing those for both these boxes and any other boxes that, you know, big boxes they announce going forward. I did it for Leviathan as well. Those kind of deep dives to save you money on your Warhammer so that you can buy smarter are definitely like the bread and butter here at the Red Ones Go Faster. So definitely expect some more of that. And lastly, expect to see some more faces on the videos than just this ugly mug here belonging to old Big Mek. Obviously, I did the battle report with Kin. That went very well. You guys really loved it. Expect to see more battle reports. I found out that it's hard to play and film in the battle reports. So I will probably start wrangling some more of the locals into doing some battles, and I will do all of the filming for it, and we can approach it from that direction. Plus, old Big Mek here isn't really the greatest player. I'm more of a builder, collector, I don't know, faff about on YouTube guy. So we'll put some actual people with cunning tactics on there and see how those do. We're also going to start looking at other people's armies. Some of the best feedback we've gotten was kind of my own army showcase stuff on like, hey, here's all the units that I painted, or, you know, here's this particular section of my army. You guys really like seeing that, right? And I like that too, honestly. Like, to me, the best thing about Warhammer is whole armies, right? Like when you set up a whole army, it looks so cool, and talking about like why you did that army and what the theme is and like how it plays, you know, and whether it's all these fast attack guys that get up in your face, or you do a lot of attack, or you've got a lot of psychic, or whatever's going on, is really, really cool. So I will be doing some of those as I get with people here locally and get their army set up and film and do those kind of things. I think that'll be a whole lot of fun. So again, expect to see regular content here on Red Ones Go Faster. Expect to see more broad all of the Warhammer stuff instead of just the orcs that we did for all of Orktober. And yeah, again, lots of fun stuff happening. Lots of ways you can support the channel, whether it's a like, a subscribe, heading over to our Patreon, buying a Red Squig thing on Teespring, or buying some super cheap tiny tanks from Amazon. Any and all of those things help the channel out, and I've been able to put that into doing more things on the channel to make this better, like get to Gaff Rockers to do our intro song. So expect us to grow with you, and yeah, really appreciate it. And until next time, I guess, log on.